you guys ready for another Nintendo Prime podcast? Episode 19. Hey! I know we don't have any cool transition yet. I'm still working on that on the new computer. But welcome to the Nintendo Prime podcast, episode 19. I got my hair kind of slicked to the side. It is what it is today. I am your host with the most, Nathaniel Rumpel Jansen. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Mr. Eric Moore. Hello, everybody. Hail to the yeah. Hopefully everything's working today. Hopefully everything went off without a hitch. We've had a few startup issues since we switched to the new computer, but the last thing to do, I think, at this point is fix the transitions, but yeah, we'll worry about that later when we make things all fancy. We have a number of topics to talk to you today. A lot of the topics actually came from today because they just happen to be such big topics. We need to talk about it, although technically the new Switch update 13.0.0 happened yesterday. So that's one thing we're going to talk about today. We're also going to be talking about Nintendo Switch Online, N64, supposedly rumored now to be coming to it next year, with Game Boy obviously still coming this year. We'll also talk about why the hell there hasn't been a Direct yet, or our thoughts on if there still will be a Direct this month. But we got to also remind you, we got some new merch. You see this?
Oh, yeah.
We got some new Nintendo podcast merch. There should be a link, I think, at the very top of the description. If there isn't, someone let me know, and I will put one there. But I am pretty sure, let me just actually look at the description. I'm pretty sure, yes, there is a link to it at the very top of the description of the stream. If anyone's interested, we have t-shirts. He's wearing one right here. That's a very soft t-shirt, by the way. I obviously got the hoodie here. We got various colors on it. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of the new podcast merch, because we had the old classic logo is still up on a different thing. But, so yeah, you guys can go check that out if you want. We have a couple giveaways for you guys today. So that's really exciting. We haven't done live giveaways since E3.
I think so.
Since E3, it has been since we've done live giveaways. We have 2 of them for you tonight. But we're not going to start the stream of one. We're going to kind of save it till later. We're kind of going to go like in between topic kind of giveaways as like kind of like a little break, kind of a, okay, cool. Hey, let's do a giveaway. You do have to be here to win. They are physical items. They will be shipped worldwide, so anyone can enter. And the big thing here is that you have to be subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can't win. And we will be running the giveaways through our Nightbot. So hopefully Nightbot's up and working. If it's not, I'll make it work before the giveaway. I can make it work in stream. We had this issue during E3 and I had to make it work. But anyways, we will get going on that. And obviously whoever wins, we'll have you email me and we'll, confirm when you email me and screenshot. Basically, what'll happen during the giveaway, and we'll explain it again at the time, is when we do the giveaway, we pick a winner. The winner not only has to claim it in the chat and at me back, they need to send a screenshot of that to my email. And I will explain that at the time of the giveaway. If I do not receive the screenshot and do not get the email, basically within 5 minutes, because it shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, you can literally do it with your phone, with the computer, or whatever you're on, we will just draw a new winner for that thing. We're going to for sure get a winner picked tonight. I don't care where you are in the world. Just be sure that you obviously are obeying all of your local laws for giveaways. There are some countries that restrict what ages you have to be for giveaways. There are some countries that just literally outright ban you from entering giveaways. It is your responsibility. This is the disclaimer. It's your responsibility to make sure you know your local laws, not mine. All right. That being said, let's get right into the show, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to start with? Want to start with that Switch update, or do you want to start with
Sure, that'll work.
All right. So yesterday, late last night, really, maybe not too late. I guess it was yesterday evening. They dropped the 13.0.0 update, and when you get a numbered update like that, it can usually be a big deal. Not always, but this one was. So they added a number of things. I'm not sure if you've updated your Switch yet. Bluetooth audio. We've been talking about it forever. We knew they added the ability for it, but never enabled it. It is enabled now. You can have Bluetooth audio. There's restrictions, with the number of controllers you can have hooked up while you use it. If you're using local wireless play with another system, you can't use it. Stuff like that. It's obviously just the limitations of the Bluetooth wireless chip. I don't know if those, we don't really know if those same limitations will apply to Switch OLED if it uses a better Bluetooth chip. That's all stuff no one can really confirm at this point. But that is obviously a big add that should have been there day one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Not sure why not. But
Doesn't support Bluetooth microphones, though. So still kind of falling short there. And I feel like because of the limitations with the headset, like basically you can only have 2 controllers hooked up with a headset on, Bluetooth-wise. To me, that means they don't have a lot of bandwidth left on that Bluetooth to support getting audio over it, which means if you still want to use a headset and you want to play like Fortnite online with friends and do local voice chat, because believe it or not, that game does have local voice chat on the Switch, you will still need to hook it up with a traditional cord, or, as some people have done, use a Bluetooth dongle. So the dongle still might matter for people that want to use actual full-on gaming headsets with microphones. Not really an issue for Nintendo games, since all of their games are in an app on your phone to voice chat that you can't get in lobbies and you can't message anybody. So, cool. Yeah. Hence all the massive Discord communities. So we have a Discord community you guys should go join. So that was obviously one of the biggest things they added and updated. We're still in auto-tune, by the way, apparently.
Nice.
Cool.
So the first, like...
How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, goodness.
That's all right, we got it.
This is fun.
See, here's the thing. Every single podcast starts with an issue. The bottom line is I did hit that button before going live, and it didn't accept the output.
Nice. Cool.
Can we get a like? Can we get a like in the stream? We're gonna re-kick off the podcast here for our audio listeners. We're gonna cut that out and restart the podcast.
Auto-tune podcast. Why not? The whole thing.
Yeah, we have to repeat it for the sake of the audio version. That being said, drop a like. Come on, let's get to 100 likes for my mistake on the button press.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Oh, man.
All right. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Nintendo Prime Podcast, our second take at this intro live because I forgot to turn off auto-tune. I am your host, as always, Nathaniel Rovajans, Mr. Nintendo Prime. And to my left and your guys' right is Mr.
Eric Moore.
How's it going, man?
It's going.
So, yeah, we got a couple of great topics for you guys today. We'll be talking about the Switch update and actually something interesting with the Switch OLED that I feel like we're going to have a big debate on because there's something that seems to only be applying to the OLED. So we're going to have to talk about that. We obviously have new rumors out there for N64 coming to Nintendo Switch Online. This is not coming soon. This would be like a next year thing.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that because right now still the current rumors of the Game Boy stuff we talked about before.
I like it.
We'll also probably get into a little bit on if we still think a Direct is happening this month. Who knows, by the time you listen to this, days from now, maybe it already happened. I have no idea. I think it's pretty safe to presume it won't happen this week, but we'll talk about that. We also have some giveaways for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We got 2 big physical item giveaways. These giveaways will be open worldwide. Everyone can enter, that means. You need to follow all of your local laws. Consider this a disclaimer. If you're listening to the audio version, it's already been given away, so I'm sorry. This is given away live during the podcast. So yeah, you need to follow your local laws. Like basically make sure you're old enough and make sure your country even allows you to enter giveaways. It will be handled right here live in the stream. We're going to use Nightbot. We'll talk about it at the time. The winner will have to add us and all this. But we'll get into this when we do the giveaways. The giveaways are going to happen between our topics, not at the very beginning. So you want to stick around for a majority of the podcast, I would say, if you want a shot to win. So that being said, I know some people might wonder, what are you giving away? You're just going to have to wait. Yeah. But they are 2 physical items, and I would argue 2 collector items.
Yeah.
Items that, especially if you happen to be a Zelda fan.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Eric, what do you want to talk about first?
Let's go with the Switch update.
The Switch update. So last night, they dropped an update, 13.0.0. This update is
a major update.
It supposedly. They've had a lot, this is the 13th of the major
according
updates.
To numbers-wise,
yeah.
it is a
we've had numbers updates that are just like general stability, and it's like that's not a major update.
That's why it's 12.1.
I think it's like update 11, general stability.
That's not
okay. What you really mean for a major update there is you probably have major security patches that is a general stability update for you.
Generally, how it works with programming and stuff like that, when it actually is full numbers, it's an actual major feature update.
And Nintendo doesn't always roll that way.
Yeah,
but they did this time.
Yes.
So the number one biggest thing people have been talking about the last day has been the Bluetooth audio has been enabled. Finally.
Woo!
Should have been there at launch. Obviously had the capabilities at launch. The operating system they used isn't even technically owned by Nintendo. So that operating system already had Bluetooth capabilities before Nintendo ever used it. They obviously have had a Bluetooth chip. They didn't add hardware to your Switch to enable this. You know, they're not using a special dongle. It's not just for Switch OLED. All Switches, from lights all the way through the OLED when it does come out, can use this. There's limitations, of course. You know, if you use a Bluetooth headset, you can't. There's no mic support, so it's not like a full headset. It's just going to be headphones, which, if you're a Nintendo gamer, doesn't really matter, because you can't voice chat Nintendo games on Switch. Anyways, although if you're playing a lot of the free-to-play games, a lot of those have local voice chat, and you're still going to have to use the current solutions you do use, even if it's a dongle for a Bluetooth full-on gaming headset. Sorry, you still got to do that. But for those that aren't, that just want to immerse themselves more, you can do that. Some people have even talked about how it's actually kind of cool now because you can hook up Bluetooth wireless speakers to it, which is obviously can be a much more immersive experience. Obviously, you're going to have to play around because certain ones will have audio delays, certain ones will have less audio delays. That comes down to the quality of the Bluetooth signals from the Switch and from the device. So,
could you imagine Breath of the Wild docked, plugged into a projector with surround sound Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap.
Especially if the latency on the audio is so minimal you don't care.
Right?
They do note that the latency obviously could be a problem depending on what device you. We already know that in general. That's in general Bluetooth. Yeah. Unless you buy like a Tesla that's a super high-end vehicle and you Bluetooth your phone to it, it's going to be almost instantaneous. But you're spending a lot of money to have that. Versus this is a $300 device, $200 device, $350 device, and whatever price you spent on your speakers. Like, I would assume like the little tiny Amazon Echo Dots, like the little hockey puck ones, those ones probably have some latency because those are cheap. But like the more expensive ones probably have better chips inside them and might not have as much latency. Now that's just speaking from my experience because I have some Amazon devices in my house. I also have a Google Play somewhere, but I don't even know where that thing is anymore. Yeah, so that's really cool. So let's stop there and just talk about that major feature because there's a lot more in this update, and there's, again, something for the OLED that it's really itching at me.
Yeah.
So, Eric, why the hell didn't Nintendo just have this right away?
It's Nintendo. They do some weird ass things sometimes. That's all I can say. I don't get it.
I know you don't get it.
Don't understand.
I know you don't get it. Like we talked about this like when they announced voice chat through the phone app, and we're like,
why?
That is dumb. Why reinvent the wheel? It already works.
Yeah.
Oh, because and then all the Nintendo fans defending Nintendo coming up. Yeah. Oh, but Nate, we already use our phones to communicate. It just makes sense. Well, except that children that want to voice chat with people, I don't think they should have phones. That's a personal preference as a parent. But I'm sorry, a 6-year-old shouldn't be walking around with a phone that they can't even afford or have any responsibility, and basically are probably unmonitored by the parents of what the hell they're doing. Oh, but they're just on Snapchat. You know what they're snapping? You know who they're snapping with? Are you there monitoring everything they do? Again, but that's a personal parenting preference. My issue with it was, why do we need 2 devices to game and then voice chat? That to me didn't make sense. Because when I was playing on Switch, I want to voice chat with my friends on Switch and have my phone battery not be draining, but still be next to me in case I get phone calls. I don't want phone calls necessarily interrupting the overall chat. If I get a call and it's a spam call, I just want to hit, and I don't want, I don't want that.
Yeah, the heck with game audio. I mean, phone calls interrupting game audio.
When I voice chat and playing games on PC, I voice chat on the PC, on Xbox, on the Xbox, on PlayStation, on the PlayStation. Like, it just didn't make sense. And still to this day, Nintendo hasn't changed that. So Nintendo just does things that don't always, to me at least, make sense. They try to reinvent the wheel in ways that don't need to be reinvented. But Bluetooth audio, it's there.
Yeah.
That's good. It's like 4+ years too late.
Wish they would have thought ahead on it.
Better late than never. It's kind of like, I feel like they're going to add folders. One of these updates, we're finally going to get folders. And it's going to be like 6 years in.
Yeah.
And we're going to be like, oh my gosh, we got folders right as we're talking about next gen.
Right.
Which, by the way, is fine if next gen's just going to carry over Switch.
Right.
But if it's restarting everything, like tends to happen every new generation, then the folders we just got won't matter in a year. So, like,
yep.
Oh, it's like the Bluetooth audio. Right. Okay, it's here. Are we going to have a day one next time around? That's what I want to know. I'm glad we have it. It is a positive change.
Yes.
I am happy. Thank you, Nintendo, for giving us Bluetooth audio. But also, next time around, your next system, can we just have it day one? Now, if your first Switch you've ever owned is the upcoming Switch OLED, you had it day one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, so whatever. Some other things that added, there's some common things. Like, as an example, when you now connect wirelessly, you can actually see which kind of connection you're using, whether it's 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz, which matters. Some people broadcast 2.4 and 5 gig over the exact same network, and you can choose it by a device. Some have two separate things on the same network that do it. I know that's how a lot of old routers work. A lot of the new Wi-Fi 6 routers, you can actually combine it all into one giant signal. It's just if it's 2.4, the signal reaches a little bit further. It's a little dual band, triple band, crazy stuff. But point is, you can actually see what kind of connection you have, which might matter because maybe you're sitting in the next room away from your router. You probably want to be on 5 gig. But if the router's at one end of the house and you're all the way at the other, maybe you want to be on 2.4 because it'll be a more solid connection, even though it's not as fast. So that's just something to keep in the back of mind. They added that. I don't think it's that big a deal. They, for some reason, changed how stick calibration works. So you go into settings and you go to your stick calibration like normal, but instead of it just being like default in the middle and then you move it around and you can see drift, or maybe they did this to hide drift. But instead you have to take the stick and hold it to the side or up or whatever. You have to hold it over for a few seconds before it'll start calibrating. I find it to be really strange, but I do wonder. I don't have any Joy-Con on me right now that are currently drifting. I do wonder if they are doing this as an overcorrection for drift. If this is their way of trying to software deal with drift. Because right now there really hasn't been a good software solution. There's been a lot of, okay, open it up and clean it out. Replace the stick, obviously, that'll fix it. Put some content cleaner in it. Blow it out with an air can. There's all these other things out there, but there hasn't really been a software level solution to drift. So this could potentially be how they're trying to address that. I don't think it's going to be that big a difference because it's a hardware issue, not a software issue, but a software overcorrection potentially is why they're making it do this way. So instead of being dead center, it'll be, going out to the sides or whatever. We had a super chat pop in, by the way. You want to shout out that super chat for me, Eric?
Do we really want to?
I mean, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're an adult channel.
I get you. Okay. That would be make love to Nate's butt. No, I'm kidding. It says my butt with $2.
You know
Thank
what?
you so much.
You know what? So yeah, I'll do a little shot of wine for you guys for that. You guys don't know I usually do shots for super chat.
It's actually "Oh Baby" at the end of it too.
Oh wait, there was another one.
Oh yeah, no, same.
Oh well, then we better top off this double shot glass here.
$1 earlier.
I got a double shot glass from Nacho Daddy. I got it in Vegas. This shot glass, the only reason I got it is because I did the shot that had the scorpion in it. It's like a $25 shot. It's super high-end tequila, and they put a real scorpion in it, and you drink it.
Heck yeah.
See? Nacho Daddy. And no, I'm not your daddy. All right, so they added that Bluetooth stuff in. They added the wireless, being able to tell what wireless network you're on. They also, I'm doing all this off the top of my head because I did a video on it earlier. They also added in the stick calibration I mentioned. I'm trying to think what else I'm forgetting over here. I feel like I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting something here. Oh yeah, right. They added the ability for the dock to update.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But not every dock.
No.
Technically, they also added an ability to turn off auto updates and so it's not always connected if you're wired in. But because right now it's an always connected thing if you're wired with a dongle, so they can download updates for games and stuff while it's asleep. But that's neither here nor there. I think it's cool that give the option to turn it off. It's just something I'd leave on anyway. So, but
no, I thought it was the opposite. I thought it's the ability to turn on
always. No, it is always on right now. There's no setting to turn it off currently. It's just, but it's only if you're wired in. If you're wireless, then it doesn't work anyways. Okay. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. They have the ability to turn it off. I don't think it's that big a deal, personally. I mean, because for me, I'm just going to leave it on. For some people, they might care about power consumption and they're squeezing pennies out of their electric bill. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You got to do what you got to do to get by. But my big thing is this dock update feature, which is specifically a firmware update feature for the Nintendo Switch dock. But it's not for any docks that any of us own. It only works with, I can't remember the model number they said, but it says after they say the model number on their support site, they mention this is the dock that's included with Switch OLED. So none of the current docks can get firmware updates. Even if you have a dongle plugged in. There was some confusion about that. even with a dongle plugged in, you cannot get those updates.
Well, there's really nothing in there to
update. That's the thing. You can't update something if there's nothing to update.
Right.
So I thought this was weird. Because on the new dock, which by the way, on day one of Switch OLED, I'm doing a big ultimate comparison, right? We'll put same games on each on a normal Switch, a Switch Lite, and the Switch OLED, so you guys can see basically. Only thing you're really going to notice is obviously screen size differences, and obviously differences in how the colors display and pop and all that. There's not going to be much differences than that, and we'll do like, okay, here's the kickstand and all that. But we're also going to be taking it apart and seeing if there's any differences on the internals. Is there a different fan layout? It is the same chipset, so we don't necessarily need to go all the way down to the chip level, but we will take off the back plate, take off the metal thing, and just see what's going on underneath the hood to see if they did something to improve thermal temperatures, or bigger heat sink, maybe using vapor chamber or something. We'll try to figure that one out. But what's interesting is I'm going to be taking apart the docks as well, the old dock and the new dock, because this new dock can be firmware updated.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep thinking, why the hell does something that's just an interface to hook up devices and send an HDMI signal need that? How many dongles can you buy for your computer, plug it in? You can sometimes charge your computer through those dongles, hook up extra USB devices, and send out an HDMI signal. All the time. That's normal. But we don't download firmware updates for those dongles. This is basically a dongle in a nice plastic case. Why the hell does it need firmware updates?
Reasons?
Now, they're not going to have a firmware update now. They're just saying the ability exists. So
yeah.
I kept thinking, there's got to be more under that thing. One, there's obviously a memory module in there that has firmware.
Oh, yeah.
So that can be updated. So there's that. That's going to be a difference that we should be able to see. We should literally be able to see that module, unless it's got a heatsink on top, and I'll have to decide if I want to take it off. But so there's going to be a difference there. But I'm like, what else is in there?
Ethernet port.
There's an Ethernet port, but is there another chip? And we hope running at full USB 3.0 speeds like Nintendo promised before launch. I sincerely hope that these actually run at that speed. We have no confirmation on that yet. Nintendo might even list it as, 3.0, 3.1. It doesn't matter what they list it as. They list the current dock as that, and it doesn't run at that speed. So we can't believe that. We'll have to see if the speeds are actually true. I'm trying to figure out how I can even test it. One of the easiest ways to test it would be with an internet dongle, because an internet dongle should run faster, but it has the Ethernet port, so I don't know if that's a realistic real-world test. We'll have to see. I'll have to look up some testing methodology to test those USB ports. I'm sure there's an external device I can buy to plug in and just, see what happens. Maybe a way to transfer data or something. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But what I do want to see here is if that dock can be updated. Is there something else going on in there? Is there a chip in that dock that could, as an example, enable more boost clock?
Possibly.
Now, I'm not saying that it adds power to the Switch. Saying is something in there that can be enabled that will deliver an extra bit of juice to Switches that have the capability and can run them at higher frequencies. Now, look, Switch OLED's not doing that at launch, but this is something to consider if a Switch Pro, it does exist.
Mm-hmm.
Because why the hell else would they need to update it?
They're gonna make that dock backwards compatible then.
Yeah, because you can put your Switch OLED on the old dock. You can put current Switches on the new dock.
Mm-hmm.
But why can they update that firmware? What do they need to update on it? It has to be a feature or something that's not currently available.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing I can think of.
Yeah, right.
Has to be a feature that's not currently available.
No,
it can't be,
sure.
we're worried about hackers. Okay,
I mean,
hackers hook up their own dongles. They don't even use the Switch dock.
Yeah, I mean...
So, I'm just confused.
Unless
at what it
they
could
really
be.
think that they really need to update their
Here's another theory.
Ethernet ports.
This dock costs $100, which is as much as the original dock used to cost. And yeah, it looks sleeker, rounded edges, whatever. But here's the thing. Some people wondered if there's a fan in it. I don't think there's actually a fan in it. We'll find out. We'll take it apart. But I'm pretty sure there's not an extra cooling fan in it. That would be a great indicator, by the way, if there is, that they do plan to eventually run higher clock speeds. But I doubt there's a fan in it. So I'm pretty sure we'll be able to spell that without even having to open it up. But I do wonder, what if there is a small chipset in there that's almost looks like a CPU or a GPU? Just something small.
Mm-hmm.
that's in there for future upscaling needs.
Maybe, yeah.
Because we've heard
Maybe.
rumors, DLSS coming to Switch Pro.
Yeah.
What if it'll be handled by the dock?
Yeah.
And they chose that solution to try not to. By the way, it'll still be better on the Switch Pro, but they chose that solution to maybe not leave behind all other Switches.
Maybe even the OLED's going to eventually do it, and they just don't have it quite running perfectly yet. And so they didn't decide to announce that, but they need the ability to turn it on.
Again,
So
it's wild and crazy tinfoil hat speculation.
Oh wait, I think it's down there.
Yeah, it is. But why the hell else would they need to have?
Yeah.
Because there's features that they can add to it in the future.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Features that obviously
Awesome.
aren't available on Switch right now. So I don't know what those features are, but hopefully in taking apart the dock, we'll be able to learn something. It'll still be a lot of guesswork, but we can look up, little numbers on the chips and all that. We can type in and see what those chips are intended for, and possibly find one that's just not on the other dock and be like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's not a memory module. that has cores in it. Wait a second. Why?
You're right.
Why? It does no video processing. At least the old dock didn't.
Yeah, right. I mean,
So we'll have to wait and see. Again, Nintendo has not said that dock does anything, but now they're saying, but it gets updates.
or does it allow? Is there a Bluetooth thing in there? And does it allow for extra Bluetooth use too?
I don't know. So that's a good question. I honestly don't know.
To actually turn on and use your microphone and stuff.
Yeah. Hold on. Apparently we're getting some lag
Yeah,
on the
I know, I
stream.
noticed that.
I don't know how. We have a 1 gig connection to the streaming PC. Fresh. YouTube is not receiving enough video data. Let's give it a moment here.
Freaking YouTube.
Let's just give it a moment. Well, we see it. We'll give you a moment.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't fix this. This is internet.
This is
This is YouTube or my internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do a quick speed test and see if it's YouTube. Sometime, and I didn't get any warnings about having the wrong bandwidth set or anything.
Right.
So let me just do a quick speed test. I'm pretty sure that's not my end. I mean, that's just fine over wireless. Look, that's just fine over wireless.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what the- YouTube's end?
YouTube's end.
Hooray.
Give us a moment. I know about the lag. I know you guys can't hear me. I know about it. Jeez. I can't fix it. This is on YouTube.
Do I just get off the internet?
No, it's not you. How bad is it?
Pretty bad.
Be right back. By the way, this is how you move without taking off the mic. I don't know why we didn't think about that before.
Yeah, because we're dumb. we need a firmware update.
We need a firmware update.
Yeah.
Watch it over there and make sure it doesn't actually.
Lying. Of course, can't be the podcast without freaking goddamn technical difficulty.
See, if the camera went off, at least I could fix that.
Yeah, right.
Current bit rate.
Okay, do we need to set something in Streamlabs to...
See, I don't have to worry about that part.
What?
The boot it.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand this.
We need to update to the 4K screen. What is happening right now?
I don't know. Do you need to restart your PC? I can't. Well, of course. Sound ain't great. We're lagging.
Just watch it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
What?
You're not receiving enough video. Hold on.
Woo! Yep. An ad.
Is that,
Yeah.
No?
It dropped into an ad.
Okay, well, I did all I could do on my end. It's so ridiculous.
Ads play well though. Classic YouTube. Yep. See, it did drop into an ad for everybody. This is
Stream's current bitrate. See, look at that current
What?
bitrate.
Yeah. What?
They recommend 4,500. I had
yeah.
like 5,000.
Yeah, I
before.
know. So open management?
This is where it
Oh,
froze
open
at
widget?
before.
Yeah. Open widget? I mean, what the?
Now it says good. Good connection. Are we back?
Are we
Hold
finally
on.
back?
Let me refresh it. Are we back?
Oh, jeez.
We might be back. Are you live on your side?
Not quite yet.
You can hit the live button.
No, maybe. No, it says live. Are we? We might be back.
Are we back?
I think we're back. Yeah, we need to get.
We're back.
We need to get Verizon.
We're back. We need Verizon 5G.
Yep.
We need Verizon 5G. So I don't know what happened. I lowered my bit rate below the recommended settings, and now it's working.
I don't.
All right.
Pray.
So where were we at?
I think we're speculating the fact that with the possibility of a chipset on the new dock with
Yeah, your thoughts.
yeah,
I don't know how much of it got cut off.
I don't remember either.
Your thoughts.
Hopefully it's for something to boost in the future for OLED that they just aren't quite ready to announce yet, with like DLSS and stuff like that too, possibly upscale and everything like that. That would be fantastic, but you know, I don't. It may not be it. You never know, because why else would they need firmware update for the dock?
I mean, can you think of any other reason?
Nope, not really. I mean, you got an Ethernet port on there. Congratulations, you got USB ports. Unless you're gonna eventually turn on 3.0 speeds.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, really weird.
Before things, now it says no data. I think we're live. Excellent connection. All right, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. I don't know what the hell YouTube's doing right now. All right, so we had a couple super chats. Let's get to those super chats. Let's scroll up and see if we can find them. We missed a few.
Yes,
There's
we
a
did.
$10 one. I can't scroll up to it.
There's a
Can you
$5
scroll up to
one.
it? Oh yeah, you can go all the way
Yeah,
up.
I can.
All right. So Eric, why don't you read those off, and we'll get the old shotties in over
Okay.
here.
Amore12321 says, "Hey, I sent you a thing on Twitter about BT."
About Bluetooth.
Yes.
All right, I will go check that out more.
Sweet. Billy Blue with a $10, and is that looks like a gaming controller with movable sunglasses. That's awesome. Still Alive, $5. Would you guys say you like Cruisin' Blast more than old Cruisin' games?
I have not played Cruisin' Blast. I will
Neither
say
have I.
the reason I haven't gotten Cruisin' Blast, even though I love the Cruisin' series, especially in the arcade days, is because Cruisin' Blast. Let me tell you about Cruisin' Blast. It doesn't have online play, and to me that's just disappointing. I'm an adult. I don't have a lot of people to play with in person. I want to play online, and it doesn't have that feature. Even though it's cool, it's 60 FPS. You know, it is what it is. I got the shot for that one. What's next? I know we had a $10 one.
That was it?
No, there was a $10 one.
Yeah, that was. I read the $10 one.
What did it say? The Cruisin' Blast was it?
No, that was the $5 one. The
Oh,
$10 one was from
it was a sticker.
Billy Blue.
Billy
with
Blue
the-
was a sticker.
With the sticker. It's a controller with movable sunglasses.
All right, cool. I'll do a little shot of gold shot for that. All right, we're all back. So, you don't think there's anything else they could be doing with that audio? Or oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Absolutely, yes.
so speaking of the audio, so what was sent to me, and
Okay.
I don't know why this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. So this tweet says, from what I can gather, the Switch doesn't actually have a dedicated Bluetooth audio. No shit. I want to make this clear. Most devices don't have dedicated Bluetooth audio. There's a singular Bluetooth chip that handles everything. Your laptop has a singular Bluetooth chip that will handle Bluetooth headphones, handle Bluetooth controllers. That's actually normally how Bluetooth works. In case people didn't know, that's typically how it works. There are devices that do have dedicated for audio. So I'm not going to say those devices don't exist. Those are just not the standard. The standard is singular Bluetooth chip to handle everything. The quality of that Bluetooth chip determines how many things it can handle. So yeah, obviously the reason that there's limited controller connectivity is because they're using the same Bluetooth chip they use for the controllers for the audio. Duh. Like, that should have been obvious. Like, this is how most Bluetooth works. If you ever hook up Bluetooth controllers to your laptop, and then you hook up Bluetooth audio, you can't use as many controllers. That's just, it uses the same chip. So yeah, it's not that unusual.
Maybe that was the other thing I was thinking was possible, that maybe there's another Bluetooth chip on the dock that can expand the amount of Bluetooth connections that you have.
Yeah, maybe.
And so it'll allow you to actually maybe do full headsets when docked, or stuff like that. That would be another reason why you would need firmware updates, because you need to update your Bluetooth and things like that. And
yeah, that's entirely possible. That's entirely. I don't know. To me, it just means something. I don't know what, and we'll know more on launch day when I do my big breakdown video. We're gonna have a top-down camera. I got some stuff coming, so basically, I'm gonna be taking my phone and doing 4K 60 top-down, lined up with the table, and then I'll have this camera, and we'll have the full video be recorded on both, and we'll just be switching back and forth, depending on what angle we need, so you can see things. Because I'm not going to show myself. If you're looking for it to be like a breakdown video on how to take apart the Switch OLED, it's not going to be that. There's going to be jump cuts. There's going to be, hey, let's now look at the internals, and then we'll jump cut to it. You might see me start to take it apart, and then we'll jump cut, because we're not going to make it into like a 50-minute video. But I'm going to be comparing everything. So there we'll see if there's a chip difference inside the dock. I think that's one of the most interesting parts here, besides obviously just seeing how beautiful that 7-inch OLED display looks.
Yeah.
All right, so that's out of the way. We know that's going to happen. Now what needs to happen is a giveaway! Ooh. Let's go! I said giveaways in between. So we are going to give away... Well, we got to see the big stuff on the end. Yeah. Come on.
I figured.
We got a special thing here. Now, you might look at this and go, what's the big deal, Nate? What's the big deal?
Lurge.
It's just a shirt.
It's a Lurge
right? It's just a large Ocarina of Time shirt. Ocarina of Time 3D shirt. So what's the big deal with this shirt? I'll tell you what the big deal with the shirt is. One, it's never fit me. So I pretty much have never worn it. But this is... Here, Eric, why don't you hold it up while I explain what it is? This is a media exclusive shirt. I used to work at ZeldaInformer.com. I was editor-in-chief for almost a decade. And when Ocarina of Time 3D came out, we got a review copy. And inside that review copy was this shirt. Beautiful shirt. And then there was also an ocarina. I can't find the ocarina, which sucks, because I was going to include it with this. Yeah. But we still have the shirt in really, really good condition for anyone that wants it. Now, we have some people saying, sign it. If you want us to sign it, again, this is a media-only shirt, fine.
Yeah.
That's up to you if you win. But we're going to give away that now. Our second giveaway, because people are going to want to know, oh, do we stick around for the second one? One, you stick around because the Nintendo Prime podcast kicks ass.
Right.
And Eric's here.
Hi.
He's all the reason you need to stay. Come on now. We got the Poe sisters.
Poe sisters.
This is the second giveaway that's going to happen later in the stream. These are canvas art Poe sisters. These were technically given away during E3. We never drew a winner.
Oops.
So nobody won. So we're giving away them now, special on this podcast episode. We're going to ship them out with all the E3 prizes, because for those who don't know, we gave away over $4,000, $5,000 worth of stuff during E3. Yeah. It was a lot. A lot of the stuff is shipping out this month. But yeah, that's going to be the giveaway later.
All the stuff is packed
Those
up.
things are awesome, and we will literally ship them worldwide. We have all the shipping materials to do it. We're just going to throw it in the pile. That's why another reason why we're doing the giveaway. It's just kind of convenient right now, because I'm already about to ship a bunch of stuff anyways. So yeah, this is the current giveaway though. All right. And remember, we're doing that one later in the stream. The giveaway is not exclusive to the US. We will ship worldwide.
But it is.
We literally have an item we're shipping. Yes, it is exclusive to the subscribers. You must be subscribed to the channel. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, as Reggie Fils-Aimé once said, what's wrong with you? Like, you got to be subscribed. So, to enter, I'm going to get this set up over here on my end. It's going to be a keyword you guys type in the chat. Only type it once. If you type it multiple times, it will disable your entry. So I'll let you know that. So as I get this, and you have to type, it is case sensitive. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Listen very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get you guys to enter. And then we're going to cut off the entries and we're going to roll it. And it's going to announce a winner. And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to @ you in the chat when you win. You need to @ me back. Now, one, @ me back confirms that the person is here.
Right.
And now, if it rolls, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what Nightbot says. If I hit roll it and Nightbot says you won, but I see here that you're not a subscriber, I'm going to re-roll it. So, it doesn't matter what Nightbot says. Nightbot automatically does that. Doesn't matter what Nightbot says, matters what I say, what Nintendo Prime account says. So if I @ you, you won, but only if you @ me back. You're going to have about a minute to @ me back. You don't @ me back in that minute, I re-roll. Mm-hmm. Now, @ing me back is not all you got to do, because @ing me is nice and everything, but if we never get a hold of each other and get shipping information, I have to re-give it away again. I don't want to do that.
The other thing I'm going to say too is hold off on the congratulations until we get just so it gives them a chance to screenshot. I mean,
scroll. You won.
Okay.
Scroll up.
I mean,
you need to send a screenshot of me adding your name. Me, not you adding me back, me adding your name, because it will highlight it only for you. Mm-hmm. It'll only highlight for you, nobody else. You need to email me a screenshot at nathan@nintendoprime.net. Again, nathan@nintendoprime.net. I will remind you after I draw the winner. You need to email me a screenshot proving that you are who you are, and that is how we will. Once I get that screenshot, I presume you're going to respond to the email when I ask for shipping info. But that's to confirm that we are in contact with each other behind the scenes. If we're not in contact with each other behind the scenes, then I got no way to get your shipping info, and I'm doing this again next week, which some people might hope that happens. Which, by the way, we might have a giveaway next week anyways, but we'll talk about that next week. So if you enjoy the giveaways this week, I might have something in the works behind the scenes for next week. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't matter. We are going to make this work. All right? So to enter, you need to type right now in the chat, just one time. Twice, not included. But only one time the correct way. So if you typed it wrong the first time, you can go back and retype it in. It is case sensitive. You need to type out, and I'm going to put it in the chat right now. You need to type out, I want it. And yes, I know, if you read it fast, it says, I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it.
Ooh.
I understand. All caps. You type that out right now, all together, as I put it. As I put it. To enter. Literally copy paste it. Nope, not I want it. Nope, nope. All together. There we go. Couple people doing it right. All caps. It's all caps. Case sensitive. Case sensitive. There we go.
Random yeehaw.
Yeehaw! Here we go. Loving it. Loving it. Lots of entries. Let's go.
And I'm guessing that when we can have the same winner on both of them.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Same winner could be there for both.
Yep.
And believe it or not, during E3, we had quite a few double winners despite having so much crap that we gave away.
Yes.
So, I'm not someone, the reason that I do that, I don't, in a case like a live stream giveaway like this, it is easy to be like, that person already won, draw somebody else. Mm-hmm. But I like to keep everything open for everyone because they're separate giveaways.
Right.
That's just me. You don't have to like my rules. I don't really care. I'm the one giving it away. I make the rules. I'm making the rules.
It also doesn't discourage people from entering in.
Yeah, I don't want people to like, oh, I won something. Now I can't win a giveaway for the next like year. Yeah. Like, no. Yeah. No, you could enter now. By the way, we're giving away a Switch freaking OLED. Did you guys know we're giving away a Switch OLED? Not tonight. But literally, I have a Switch OLED pre-ordered on Amazon right now for anybody. I'm shipping that bad boy worldwide. paying the extra expense to get an electronic into other countries if I have to. We are shipping a Switch OLED. Again, to enter, you only have to be subscribed.
Logan, that may be a thing.
Still want my E3 rematch in Splatoon 2, Eric.
You
did beat him. I think you did beat him.
I did. Hence the blind squirrel.
You're finding that nut.
I found the nut.
I'll do a shot for that though. We got to keep the celebration going. You guys are awesome, by the way. Also, by the way, we were at 79 out of 100 members. If we somehow get to 100 members, which is where you hit the join button, there'll be an extra special giveaway on whatever stream that happens on. If it happens tonight, and we somehow get 21 new members. That's insane.
That's nuts.
But there'll be, let me say, just say it's a rather big giveaway. Rather big, like Switch OLED levels of big.
Ooh.
So.
And I don't even know what it is.
He has no idea.
It's news to me.
So, if we can get to 100 members, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So potentially there's 3 giveaways tonight if that happens, because that's a giveaway that could happen on any stream. We just don't bring it up because I don't want to spam people all the time. Oh my god, should we become a member? Give me $3 through Google. Who takes 30%? Pretty much all the membership money just goes right back into giveaways. So
yeah, pretty much.
Cheers, by the way. That is some of the best tasting wine ever. It's like Kool-Aid.
Oh.
It's Arbor Mist.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's literally like drinking Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've done it. We have 113 plus people entered.
Oh.
So I think we are ready to draw. I know that's a... Whoa, whoa, whoa. We gotta mute that. I know that's not everyone.
Hey, what?
I know that's not
Holy
everyone. That's an old
horses.
podcast. I know that's not everyone. Hey, welcome, Cindy Estes. You have become the latest member of the board of directors of Nintendo Prime. That gets us to 80. We are at 80.
Nice.
I keep track in my mind because I don't have the member thing up, but we're at 80 now.
Nice.
That's awesome. We're 20 away from a big giveaway for everyone. All right. All right. You guys ready?
Roll it. Roll that beautiful bean.
Time to
footage.
roll it. We're rolling it. Here we go. Hopefully you're a member. Or not a member.
Not a member.
Hopefully you're a subscriber. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So we have a problem. This happens. People sometimes hide who they're subscribed to. In this case, Novatoke is unknown as a subscriber because he has it hidden. I can't confirm you're a subscriber, so I'm sorry. I have to re-roll. That's how it is. I have to be able to confirm. I can't confirm. Re-roll. We have a subscriber win.
Okay.
Here we go. We have a subscriber win, and this person has been subscribed since the days of when we were giving, we were giving away a lot of copies of games back then. That was when I gave away like 10 copies of a game. That was insane.
No.
Since September of last year, when a certain Super Mario 3D All-Stars game was blowing up on my channel.
Yeah.
New Batman. Let me at you in the chat right now.
Adam Bat.
And you need to at me back. At me back, New Batman. Remember, you need to screenshot my at to you. At me back. At me back. I'm watching. At me back. I have Eric watching on his end too. Yep. Yeah, the entries are done. At me back. At me back. Come on, New. Come on, New. You got about 45 seconds here, New. Come on, New Batman. NUBATMAN. At Nintendo Prime in the chat right now. You got to claim it, man. You got to claim it, or we're drawing somebody else. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. I don't want to have to. Hey, we got it. We got it. All right, at New Batman. Now, you need to screenshot my ad of you and email it to nathan@nintendoprime.net. We will set this away. Mm-hmm. And if you do not do that during this stream, we will give it away at the end. So we will redo that giveaway. Yep. Congrats to New Batman. Hopefully you email me with a screenshot while we're streaming, and we will do it. In fact, I'll keep my email open right now since I don't actually have it open. But it's okay. Yeah, well. I'm automatically logged in. Not a big deal. Yeah. All right. So while I wait for an email from New Batman, let's get back into the podcast because we have some other talk about.
Wait, we do?
Whoa! Hey, what is happening? closed, please.
Hey.
Hey-o. All right, we're good.
My
We're good.
lord.
Now, Eric,
Yes.
according to Nate the Hate,
Oh, okay.
a.k.a. Nate Drake,
Oh, okay.
he's had inside sources in the past. He's also been wrong in the past, but been right in the past. Technically, with Switch Pro, he kind of jumped on the Switch Pro train really late, but the whole time he kept saying there was going to be 2 systems, and then he kind of backed off it for a moment. Probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But bottom line is, he was the one who said just weeks ago that we were going to get Game Boy and Game Boy Color games on Switch. He was the first one to say it. After he said it, everyone else jumped on the train, including Eurogamer, who not only confirmed that we were going to get Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, said we were going to get other systems too in the next 6 months. That's what Eurogamer said. Nate the Hate didn't go as far as to say 6 months.
Okay.
But Eurogamer saying in the next 6 months, which is insane because it's always been at least a year. So, he said he has now heard that Nintendo 64 is coming to Nintendo Switch Online. He didn't say when. He speculated on when, but he doesn't know when. He thinks it's next year at some point, but we're getting supposedly rumored Nintendo 64 added to Nintendo Switch Online. So not only will we have NES and SNES and supposedly Game Boy and Game Boy Color, which haven't been confirmed yet, next year we'll have N64.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That would be. I mean, what games from N64 do you even want to replay right now? Technically, we had Super Mario 64 come back once already. But you do it again. Don't you own 3D All Stars?
I do. Do it again.
Do it again.
I don't care. Do it again.
Okay, well, there you go. But what else would you like to see?
Snowboard Kids.
Whoa!
Right off the bat, hands down, Snowboard Kids.
Snowboard Kids coming back.
Banjo-Kazooie. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, I hope Microsoft will let them do it.
I could say, I mean, if they allow
Banjo-Kazooie's in Smash, please.
Right. Gosh. I mean, it would be impossible to do, but GoldenEye.
There's not a lot of licensing issues with that game.
Exactly. Perfect Dark would be awesome, considering we're getting a new Perfect Dark game, or have got a new Perfect Dark game.
Again, but I don't know if I hope Microsoft is that buddy to be like, yeah, sure.
I know. I forgot about all these Rare games because Rare was freaking amazing with
back then. That was like 64. The heyday.
Yeah. I mean, Star Fox 64. I mean,
got it. You gotta bring all the Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask,
all your Nintendo games.
It's a lot. Wave Race 64.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I think Rogue Squadron was on that.
Oh yes, it was. Oh my lord.
So like, I'm just saying, there's so many games we could turn to. Mega Man 64 back then. There's so many games we could turn to come through the Nintendo 64. Now, this is not part of what he's been told, but he speculated through it during his podcast that while he's been told N64 is coming, he thinks that Nintendo really highly values Nintendo 64. I mean, sure. I could understand that. You know, Ocarina of Time 3D blew up. You know, Super Mario 64 came back and it was packaged with other games, but it blew up. So they highly value the Nintendo 64, even though it's been on Virtual Console before. But they always charged a lot. It was like $10 to $20 per game. And because they used to charge so much on Virtual Console, he kind of speculates, while they're going to add Nintendo 64, not everybody's getting it. There will be tiers to Nintendo Switch Online, where you will have to pay more to get the Nintendo 64.
Of course.
Now, he didn't say that he heard that Nintendo's doing that, but he's speculating that if they introduce Nintendo 64, they would also introduce a new tier. Yeah. Now, my thing is, if they did introduce a new tier, it can't just be Nintendo 64.
No,
I'm not saying, like, obviously you would assume, okay, maybe they eventually add, God forbid they add GameCube.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I don't know if they're going to go that far, but they have to add something else.
Yeah.
I just don't know what else they could add of value to justify charging more. Unless
they include the Game Boys in it too.
Well, Game Boy I think would be included in the current subscription.
No.
I think the idea with the 64 would be, if you're going to charge more, you give us the Nintendo 64, we got to give us more. And I wonder if this is where we have not yet had, you guys can fact check me on this, we have not yet had a Nintendo Selects line of games.
Okay.
$20 a pop.
Yeah.
Classic games, year 1, year 2.
The other thing too could be,
what if they give us those games for free moving forward at some point? If you're a higher tier subscriber, you get Breath of the Wild now.
Yeah.
you get Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Splatoon 2. They just give it to you. Now, Splatoon 2 could make sense because Splatoon 3 will be out next year. Breath of the Wild could make sense because Breath of the Wild 2 could be out next year. Mario Odyssey might make sense if there's another Mario game next year.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So to them, these games would lower in value because new ones are out to the point they could be like, hey, why don't we just throw it in a higher tier on our service?
Yeah. I mean,
Get more people interested in that. Maybe they want to buy the new one.
GBA games.
Game Boy Advance games.
Yep.
Which, again, would feel weird if GBA is in that higher tier. Well, it looks the same as the SNES games in the lower tier. I know, but GBA is highly valued, too.
Yep.
I think the high value for handheld doesn't start till DS. 150 plus million DS is sold.
Right.
Like, that seems to be the era that I'm like, that would be higher tier.
Yeah.
That would be higher tier. But there's a lot of work that has to be done to bring DS and 3DS games over to make dual screen work. It's been done. We've seen it on Wii U. It can be done, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. Again, it feels weird talking about Nintendo 64 when the last rumor we had of Game Boy Color hasn't even been confirmed yet. That's the conundrum here. We have a rumor of another platform when the prior rumor hasn't actually been confirmed. Now, I'm sure in terms of Nate the Hate, who apparently has contacts, to him it's as good as confirmed. He might be talking directly to an employee at Nintendo. So to him it's like, oh yeah, it's coming. You just haven't had the direct yet to announce it.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, okay, you could be that confident in it, and that might be true.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know. I don't have any contacts at Nintendo. So it does feel weird talking about it, but man, imagine in the next 6 months, within the next 6 months, Game Boy Color, and Nintendo 64 gets added.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my childhood is basically complete because from at that point after that I was in high school.
Yeah.
That would be mwah.
Right.
Now, what would they charge if they did do a higher tier? I have no idea. Would they double it to 40 a year? I have no idea. Other companies are charging 60 a year. You know, if they decide to offer us some of the older Switch games, you know, I can see them going to 60 a year. But it's a lot of speculation at this point. And hey, we got a new super chat. What do they say, buddy? What do we got?
Taker 610. Dang, where's our direct, Nate? Too late?
Good question. That's actually our very next topic. And I feel this transitions well into it because we can't really move on to N64 until we get Game Boy and Game Boy Color confirmed.
Right.
What if they're all confirmed at once? That's also another
I mean...
Oh, by the way, sorry that we haven't been giving you good updates, but here's why. You're getting Game Boy Color, and N64 at the same time. Have a good day.
Is that... But the only issue is that the major announcement at this direct?
I mean, it could be because they have the rest of the lineup this year already done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But setting that aside, let's talk about that direct.
Yeah.
Eric, my boy.
Yeah.
It is September 15th.
Yep, I was a little late on mine.
The last 4 years.
Yep.
Nintendo has major announcements from September 13th and earlier. We're now on the 15th. And if there was going to be a direct still this week, it would probably be tomorrow because Friday is Saturday in Japan.
Right.
So they would have announced it today. So we're not getting a direct this week. I think it's pretty safe to say that's not happening. Again, Nintendo can do what they want.
Yeah.
But they're not announcing for Thursday for Friday. Now, they could just shadow drop one. They have done that one time, but it was for a mini. They haven't really done it for a big direct like we expected to.
Yeah.
Be. So the question I have for you is, you know, it's the 15th. I'm going to look at the calendar here. So we got basically 2 weeks left of possibilities.
Yep. Of September.
The 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and the 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. Now, Mondays are not usually a day they do, but they have had announcements on Mondays before. So it's usually the last, I think, 3 directs have happened on a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, and before that, directs traditionally happened every Tuesday and Thursday. So I would really say the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 28th, 29th, and 30th are still available for this month.
Right.
That's half the month, basically.
Right.
Do you think a September direct is still in the cards? Is Nintendo still going to do one?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Remember, they could just do it in October.
Yeah. No, I realize that.
But
Nintendo gonna
last
do it,
year
Nintendo
there was no
gonna do it,
direct,
but
they had the Super Mario 35th anniversary stuff happen
yeah.
early in the month.
Yeah.
So, direct, September. Nintendo's always done one except for last year when they didn't have directs, and then they still did something major in September. So literally from the dawn of directs, there's been one every September. So when people say, but Nate, you told us there would be. In my opinion, yes, there will be a direct in September. There's always been one. Except the 1 year there weren't directs, and then we got the 35th anniversary of Mario. So there's always been something major in September. We could say that officially, since directs came to be.
Yeah, I mean,
so is it too late? Do you think, man, you know what, we're too late in the month? Maybe, Sony had their PlayStation thing, and I know people say Nintendo would never push for Sony, and I kind of agree with that, but also maybe they never planned for it this month. Maybe they planned for it in the first week of October before Metroid Dread and Switch OLED comes out.
I mean, it very well possibly could, because the Sony showcase happened last week. It very well could be that they give it a week in between and drop the direct next week. Just to give it time to play out with.
But do you think they even
Sony.
cared about what Sony
No,
did?
Probably not, but you never know.
Sony talked about a bunch of games that aren't going to be here for years.
No, I mean, yeah. Because that's what Sony does.
So, like, why would Nintendo care about that? They have Metroid Dread this time. Well, do they really need to talk about Metroid Dread anymore? We might get into that in a moment. Metroid Dread, obviously, Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, which I guess the Pokemon company would manage most of that marketing.
Yeah.
They have Big Brain Academy coming in December as well. They announced through social media, which again wouldn't be something I think they would put in a direct these days. That would have been a big thing in the Wii days, but today it still might sell really well, but it doesn't feel like a feature game in a direct. And I feel like I'm forgetting another one. We just had WarioWare come out.
Yep.
People thought it would happen before WarioWare because WarioWare could use the boost.
Touch on the stuff from the beginning of next year too. Then it's like Arceus and all that other stuff.
I mean, so they have had Pokemon stuff in directs before, but it's always been after Pokemon did something that was more like a, hey, remember we have these games too? It wasn't really like a big feature. Except at E3. E3's out, but E3 is a different beast when there's actually an E3. So, personally, I'm obviously getting a little worried about one coming this month, even though we technically have half the month left to go. And they have done directs in late September before. It just hasn't been during the Switch era. So like it feels weird because but just because they haven't done it in the Switch era yet doesn't mean that they are not going to do it. And again, I always remind people, when's the last time you heard Nintendo mention the Switch OLED?
Yeah, that's also the other thing. They also need to update that.
That comes out the same day as
For
Metroid Dread.
sure.
We're getting lots of Metroid Dread ads. Where's the Switch OLED ads? Where's the Switch OLED talk? I understand they might not have any new features to show off. But there should be commercials at least, right? But
You'd hope so.
But there's not. Why? Why? Because the marketing campaign might not be starting until 2 weeks before launch. Maybe. Right? That's a possibility. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, they have to remind people it's coming at some point. Because remember, they just opened pre-orders. On the 24th, they opened pre-orders in Japan.
Okay.
On the 24th.
For OLED?
For OLED, yeah. Pre-orders open on the 24th in Japan. So, let's look at the calendars. 24th fit in a day? No, that's 24th of Japan. Because 24th would be Friday, so 23rd. That's Thursday next week.
Yeah.
Pre-orders open in Japan on Friday. Remind people that day to go pre-order. Might be a plausible day. Again, all speculation.
Yeah. Right.
We don't know. A lot of credible leakers have said we're getting one in this month.
Yeah.
Only one said early. That one is someone I've called out already, Zippo. It's fake news. Some people have told me, I'm going to defend Zippo. You go right ahead. You go look at Zippo's blog. Go through his last 50 posts that have leaks. Tell me how many of those leaks were correct. I already know because I did the math. 22%. And most of those leaks he got correct. Pretty easy things. Like, Breath of the Wild 2 will be at E3.
I mean, sure.
Okay. But what about the 10 other games he said would be at E3 that weren't? He's clearly just making things up. He basically got lucky on a few predictions 2 years ago. That's how he got his following. I've been following and covering him. I won't be anymore. It's fake news. I gave him one last chance on the early in this month direct. Didn't happen. Okay. No other leaker has said it's coming early this month. Everyone, there's been people who pointed out, well, yeah, other ones have happened before, June, on September 13th or earlier, but nobody was saying they knew. Nate the Hate has said he knows a direct is coming this month, and he has an idea of the date, but he's never told publicly what that is.
Right.
A few other leakers have said too that we kind of know when the day is going to be, but we're not going to tell you. Which could mean fake news. They don't actually know, and they come up with some excuse on why it was delayed, or it actually is going to happen this month, and Nintendo's just waiting until what they feel is the right time. And that's why I mentioned June 24th. Pre-orders for OLED open in Japan. That might be the 23rd over here. Might be the day. That might be a good time for Nintendo to remind the Japanese audience to go pre-order Switch OLED.
Yeah.
So like that could be what they're waiting for.
No, absolutely.
You tell them now, they might forget by then. Let them know the day before, so they are rushing.
Yeah, no.
We're rushing to do it.
As the end of it, reminder, OLED pre-orders open after this direct.
Yep.
That's
So that's just
no, for sure. That's
I don't
not
know.
a bad thought process.
That's just me. That's just me spitballing and
Yeah.
and
Yeah, no, I get
wondering. I don't actually know.
No.
That's
None
the
of us
problem.
do.
I don't know. So does it matter to you if it's this month or next month? Does it even matter to you?
I mean, as long as we get one. But at the same point in time, it would be nice to know a little bit more about the OLED. I mean, it is coming out in less than a month. When is the 8th? Is that would be 5 days after my birthday, which would be Friday.
It is 3 weeks from this Friday.
Yep. Okay.
By the way,
So
did you hear what he said? 5 days after his birthday.
what? No, I didn't say anything.
His birthday is on a Sunday, though.
Yes,
so
it is.
No, don't worry. He not like we're gonna be over here doing some crazy stream. I don't think.
No,
He's probably got plans.
Yeah, I'm in Bayfield.
In Bayfield, nice.
So, yeah.
Bayfield, you know where to find him. Bayfield, Wisconsin. Good luck.
Yeah, right.
It's way up north.
I mean, why not?
You might see Yulia's friend. She lives up in Bayfield.
Oh yeah.
So
All right.
let her know.
Yeah.
Show up.
Yeah. Right. Fair enough.
You might see a free titty.
God. Can I see a free today?
Free titty for my birthday.
Oh God.
Her friend is an interesting one.
Yeah.
23 days. 22 days?
Something along the lines. Yeah.
3 weeks.
So
3 weeks from Friday.
yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I would assume that we would get one before
OLED? I assume one's got to come. Even if it's not next week, it's got to be before OLED comes out, right? They got to remind people.
You would assume.
They got to. Maybe they don't.
But then again,
I don't know.
it does make an ass of you and me.
Switch keeps leading in sales every month, so maybe they just say, "Fuck it, we're just gonna keep coasting."
Yeah, just forget. We got to keep selling these ones before we get these ones on. We got to sell out of our stock of normal. So
yeah,
we'll conveniently forget to tell you that OLED's coming out, so you forget to order.
All right, so we're getting towards the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
And we still got that big giveaway to happen.
Holy crap.
But before, something we haven't been doing.
Yes.
And we're gonna start up again.
Yeah.
Is we have a Patreon. Okay.
Holy
the
crap,
Patreon is patreon.com/NintendoPrime. It's just another way to support it. That Patreon basically supports this show. There's not really any other show that it really supports. It supports this one. In fact, these new lavalier mics we have were bought with the Patreon funds that have been banked up for the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to get these really nice professional studio quality lab mics.
They're super nice.
Because of our patrons. So first off, thank you to all our patrons.
Yes, thank you
for your continued support. So if you would like to, literally, like that's the cheapest way to support us. It's literally $1 is the cheapest tier. Like on YouTube for our memberships, we have $3 is the cheapest. Patreon is $1. Now I'm bringing this up because we're about to shout out all 30 of our patrons. Now technically, the tiers are at a point where only certain tiers and up get shouted out, but they have not been shouted out in probably a year. So we're going to shout out all of our current patrons. So, our most recent patron, by accident, he meant to join the board of directors, which joining the board of directors hitting the join button. Paul Gale Network joined at the $1 tier. Thank you so much for your support of our show. Scott Amreen is at the $1 tier. Thank you so much for the support of our show. David Guthman is at the, no, he's at the $1 tier. It's $1.50 Canadian because, exchange rates. Fellow Canadian, thank you so much for supporting our podcast. John Guarba is at the $1 tier. Thank you so much for supporting our podcast. Firesoul MLG, thank you so much for that support. Charles Trudell is also at the $1 tier. Thank you so much for that support. John Larson as well. Alexander Barnes, Christian Reynolds, Jonathan M. Vasquez, A.T., Kylan Pierre, George, Anjo, Sean Leisure, Zone, Noah Waji, Mark Schaefer, Chris Palmer. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Stopping at Mark Schaefer. That's the end of our $1 supporters.
Nice, thank you.
Chris Palmer, Brandon Sky. Chris Palmer. No, we have more. This isn't in order, I guess. Chris Palmer is a $5 backer. Thank you so much, Chris Palmer. Brandon Sky, Cross Reset are also $1 members. Joe Prosco.
Woo.
Welcome, Joe. He's a $10 supporter of our show on Patreon. Thank you so much for that. For those who don't know, we shout out patrons. We're supposed to do it once per month. So if you want to be shouted out, go join our Patreon. Humanopoly is at our $1 tier. Thanks for that. James Fazzles at our $10 tier. Zenus at our $10 tier. Super NX64 is at the $1 tier. Edward Norton is also in the $1 tier, but he's at $2 a month. Thank you, Ed. Aaron Dunbrack is at the $1 tier. 2 is at the $20 tier. And 5J. 5J from all the way in a different state.
I love me some 5J.
I love 5J. He has been supporting us for a long time, since, what is it? June of 2017.
Dang, dude.
$2. Thank you so much for that. He's not even in a tier. He just doesn't care. I don't care to join a tier.
Yeah.
You just take my money.
There you go. There you go. There you
every
go.
month. So that is all 30, supposedly, this says 30, of our supporters on Patreon.
Yes.
So I appreciate all the supporters that are on Patreon. Again, Patreon directly supports this show. Our other live stream and everything else, memberships, everything else, but this show is supported by that. And there's stretch goals on there for other crazy shows that we could do at the channel if we ever get there. But the stretch goals are pretty crazy, like $500, $1,000, like cumulative. So
yeah.
We'll see if those stretch goals ever get hit. We're under 100 right now, so that's all right. Did we get a super chat there? I heard some stuff popping up.
Super chat.
Heard some stuff popping up.
We did have some super chat.
We had some action. We had a hold on, I gotta open up stream. We had a tip. We had someone do a direct tip.
Oh wow. Code 91. Code 91. Give my Uncle Jimmy Chevel a shout out. It's his birthday. Cool.
Oh,
Happy
Jimmy Chevel.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Jimmy Schemmel. Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Jimmy Schemmel. Woo-hoo! Happy birthday to you.
And yes, I had to auto-tune it because if I actually have the melody of Happy Birthday, I get copyright claimed. If you didn't know, Happy Birthday song is actually copyright claimed, so that's why we do that.
Who owns the copyright to that?
I don't know, but it's insane. I've been claimed.
Nobody probably owns it, so people just claim it because they claim it.
Anyways, thank you for that. Please stop spamming in the chat. I saw someone spamming. We had a couple donations come in. Let me make sure I get through all of them. These are from today, right? Yeah, we had a couple. I must have missed some earlier. Major Blazer donated $3 earlier, direct donation.
Nice.
We have a direct donation down in the description. Says, what's up, guys? I hope the night is going well. I'm hyped for Metroid. Haven't been this hyped for a game since Smash Ultimate. Ooh. And by the way, guys, there's a new commercial that dropped today, like this morning for Metroid Dread. They upgraded the visuals.
Holy crap.
We also found out, if Samus Central's correct, the game runs at 1080p, 60 FPS. Obviously, dock mode.
But right.
Pretty cool. Should we expect that? Maybe. Still pretty cool. 36 minutes ago, we had a direct donation as well. I think this was the one who wanted to shout out. Shout out to Jimmy Saville.
Yeah.
Well, we got it through the super chat, but thank you so much. I did catch that. Jimmy Saville himself was already here an hour ago and said, gave us the $1 and said, "Great work." God dang, we're so far behind now.
Wow, how are we? Wow,
man. That's what happens when I don't have Streamlabs on. I bet you it's happening during the lag.
Oh, it's possible. That is definitely a possibility.
Gosh dang it. I don't know. How many tall boys should I be doing for this?
I don't know. Do 2.
2? All right, 2 tall boys. Cheers.
Or you could have did 1 Schlager. You could have did.
Too late now.
Yeah.
1 tall boy Schlager.
1 tall boy Schlager for that.
I'm gonna be feeling good. I'm gonna be sleeping good tonight.
Yeah.
If I did
If
I did a tall boy Schlager. Do a tall boy Schlager before you go. You'll be zonked out pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. For those who don't know, for all donations, super chats, we do little shout, but not all the time. Obviously, we'll cut off at some point, but we still have a giveaway to do here, guys. I'm just letting my chat catch up over here. Thank you so much for our mods being on top of some of the spam that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. By the way, shout out to our mods in the chat.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We haven't shouted you out since E3. You guys are awesome.
That day.
All right. Are you guys ready for a giveaway?
Oh, boy.
Eric, tell them what they can win. Show them it.
Okay, we can show
We're
them.
about to do the final giveaway of our live stream. If you're listening to the audio version, it's already happened. I apologize. It's just a special for our live. And we have a new giveaway happening next week right here. So this show will have a giveaway.
We will.
Yes,
Okay.
next week. Next
Cool.
week. But I got to change some things.
We are going with the nice and wonderful canvas art Poe Sisters. Ooh, they're pretty.
That's right. Canvas Art Poe Sisters, all four from Ocarina of Time. Estimated value of $75. That's actually what they cost to buy them brand new right now. It doesn't include shipping though.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you don't pay for shipping. Like, I'm not asking the winner to pay for shipping. Open worldwide. Anyone can win. Please follow your local giveaway rules. Again, this is going to be something you say in the chat. I'm going to @ the winner. You must be subscribed to win, and you need to have your subscription public. You can check if your subscription is public under your profile settings on YouTube.
Yeah, dang it.
They're
I did-
default public, by the way, so you literally have to go turn them off.
I forgot my cocktail dress in the closet. Damn it.
You have a cocktail dress and you never told me?
Yeah, well, I was playing Vanna. Damn it. Forgot about it.
Eric, if I could
Careful.
disown you, I'd disown you.
Yeah. Careful, don't beat me. Yulia will come down and beat you.
She's not here.
Oh, she'll
not-
smack
she's-
you when she gets home.
I have no
Remember.
time. I don't think she's been watching. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Dang it. Yulia, watch.
All right.
For those of you who don't know, she really she was about ready to beat Nate for about ready to beat me. It was quite funny during E3, even though it was all just a bit.
Look at what the phrase is.
Oh boy, what is the? Oh, no! Put a hand in front of it. You gotta put a hand in front of it.
No, this
Oh, no.
way you do. You do this.
Yeah. There it is. Yes, much better.
That's how we
much
do it.
better. Yes. Yes. I love it.
All
I
right,
love
you
it.
guys
I love
ready?
it. That is fantastic.
You guys ready to enter the giveaway for the Poe Sisters? Here we go. To enter, type one time, case sensitive. To enter to win
This is
the
friggin'
Poe Sister
fantastic. I'm so
canvas
excited.
art. Type
Oh,
out
great.
in the chat one time. Bam. Ready, set, go. Hey, sister, Poe sister.
Yeah, careful.
Can't go any further, sister.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yes.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh, this is fantastic.
We haven't had anyone enter yet.
Yeah, we have. We have a few. Your chat's just behind.
What?
Yeah, it is. Your chat's behind.
My chat is behind.
Your chat needs to be
I am
slapped.
disappointed in my chat. There we go. It's popping off. We've had quite a few people. That's
Yeah.
right. It's up to 61. Woo! You guys want this canvas art bad, don't you? It's
Need to
calling
be
your name.
Subscribed.
Must be subscribed. And it has to tell me you're subscribed. It says unknown. It means you might be subscribed, but you might not be subscribed. It means it's hidden, and I have to roll for somebody else. Remember, type it out exactly as I did. That all caps, that all Avengers Gaming did, doesn't count. I am not pinning the message. There's enough people spamming it. I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
get, I think
you
we
can
get it.
copy it and paste it pretty easily.
I'll let it keep going here for a little bit. Now, I'm going to check my email quick to see if he got a hold of me. Let's see here. I think we got it. Did he get it? So our previous giveaway has been confirmed by New
Yes.
Batman.
Yes.
So the shirt
New
is
Batman.
confirmed. The shirt is confirmed.
Nice.
He sent it without the subject. It's okay. I know what's going on. We're good. We're good.
Right.
Got you, New. So New is confirmed on the shirt. So for those who don't know, when you win, not only do I at you in the chat and you at me back, you need to screenshot my at of your name so it shows it highlighted and email me at nathan@nintendoprime.net before the end of the stream. So we'll keep the stream going, for like 10 minutes or something after we announce the winner. Maybe we'll take some questions from the chat during that time. Man, let's go, baby.
Whew.
Hey, sister,
And flip.
oh, sister. And flip. All right. You guys have 10 seconds to enter before the entries cut off. We got 10, 9, 8, a 7, a 6, a 5, Eric's trippy, and 3, 2, 1. Rolling it. Oh, we got a winner. Maybe. Potential winner. They are subscribed.
There we go. Well.
All right. Congrats to @Brandon Groves. Although technically you haven't won yet. You need to @ me back in the chat. I am watching the chat like a hawk.
Yep.
@ me back. We're @Brandon Groves. Let's go, buddy. Come on, Brandon. @ me back. Let me see it. Eric's chat's ahead of mine. Let me see it. Actually, I think our chats are finally even.
Possibly.
The spam slowed me down. Come on, Brandon Groves. @ me back. @ me back. @ me back. You got about 45 seconds, Brandon, before I draw a new winner. Hey! Got it. All right, Brandon. Screenshot me adding your name so it shows it highlighted and send it to Nathan@nintendoprime.net. You have 10 minutes to do so. Until then, we can set these down.
Woo. Okay, thank you.
We'll do a little Q&A with the chat. We'll give 10-minute timer and look at the time. All right, it'll be 10:52. All right, the chat is Q&A. You guys can ask Eric and I some questions, some topics, some things you want us to talk about quick. You got 10 minutes. Then we're going to check the email, and if the email is not present,
Nathan@nintendoprime.net.
draw a new winner. So your chat's more up to date than mine right now. So.
Yes, it is.
So any topics, anything you guys want, any questions you have for me or Eric, or any topics you want us to talk about quick. There's always a lot going on in the world of Nintendo.
There is.
There always is.
Favorite post sister? I don't know.
I mean, I'm kind of a Chungus myself, so.
Chungus. Nice. I like green. So this one, even though actually I don't know, this one's kind of cool too. I like these ones.
So he doesn't know the names.
No, I don't.
I don't remember them either, to be honest. I'm kicking my butt right now. Oh, wait, it says it on the back.
No.
No, it doesn't. Dang it.
Oh, this one's Amy.
Oh, it says it?
This one does.
That one says Amy?
This one,
Oh.
Joelle.
Where does it say it?
Top there.
You! Beth!
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Beth! That's
So,
my favorite.
Amy, Joelle, Beth, and
Beth is my favorite.
Meg?
Yo, I'm a lightweight. If I got... Wait, hold on. Oh, someone added me. Yo, I'm a lightweight. If I got tipsy from a bottle and a quarter of Merlot, I mean, it's a lightweight compared to me.
Well, we are from Wisconsin too, so.
But, like, a bottle and a quarter of Merlot, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
That's a bottle plus of anything, even at, like, 5% alcohol, is still a lot. So
Yes, it is.
that doesn't... I wouldn't say you're a lightweight. I would say, if you came to Wisconsin, we would call you a lightweight. But compared to a normal human being... You're probably considered a heavyweight, to be honest. Some people get drunk off like just a glass of wine. So I'm jealous of those people.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker says, what did you think happened to Samus Hunter's Virtual Console replacement rumor from a while back? Do you think we could see it in the next direct? How would I know?
Oh.
I have no idea.
Will 2022...
Maybe that's what the new
yeah.
announcement will be for the different tiers.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea.
Will 2022 be the greatest year Nintendo's ever had?
Who said that?
That'd be Donnie Duzinski.
So, Eric, what year to you is the best year of Switch so far?
Year one. I mean, hands down, it's not even close.
Yeah, there were some ports in there. You can argue. You can even argue Breath of the Wild was a port. Fine, but still, Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2. Let's see, we had Xenoblade that year. That's 4.
Odyssey was that year.
Odyssey was that year. God, what am I forgetting? ARMS was that year.
Yeah.
There was more.
I know.
There was more
too.
I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, Super Bomberman R1-2 Switch. I know. Okay, I know
Yeah,
with all the
right,
launch
right,
games
right,
and stuff, but
right.
trying to think of like the ones that people really got excited for. Kicking my butt that. But yeah, 2017 was obviously a huge year for Switch. Next year, Mario plus Rabbids. Is that year 2?
Yeah.
So next year, right now, we got Pokemon Legends Arceus,
Right.
Breath of the Wild 2, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and Splatoon 3.
Mhm.
That's like 4 major games already for next year. And Nintendo has 3 more. They're basically where they were in 2017, except they're all exclusive this time. And what if it's Mario Kart 9?
Yeah,
And Mario Odyssey 2 or something crazy?
That would be crazy. I mean, we're already getting the second Mario plus Rabbids. We're getting Breath of the Wild 2, so it only makes
supposedly.
sense. Well, right.
Barring no delays.
Right.
Feels like Sparks of Hope is going to land next year for sure.
No, I'm pretty sure it's got a release date for next year, doesn't it?
What sounds more realistic? Game Boy Online color included or N64 Online?
No, initial release of 2020.
Well, Game Boy sounds more realistic because that would be something that Nintendo might not value as high. And it'd be maybe easier to get those ones running on Switch. How about you? What sounds more realistic, Game Boy or N64?
Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Sean Bradshaw says, do you think Nintendo's next system is going to use VR? I think they're not done with VR, but it's not going to be like the selling feature. They're not going to go all in on something that's already niche. My opinion. What do you think, Art?
AR. No.
They did that with 3DS.
I know. No, I could see VR being part of it. I mean, they tried to do it with Labo a little bit.
Why don't you pick up the next question, man?
We're
not going to be able to get to everything.
Dead Man Walking 89 wants to know where you can get the Poe sisters.
I will get you the link to the Poe sisters right now. I will give you a link. All right. I'll pick out another question while I'm doing that.
Do you think they will sell the white Joy-Con separately?
Ooh. I think so. They eventually sold the launch ones separately, so I think they will.
They would eventually.
Eventually. And maybe not right away, but I think eventually. If not right away, maybe they will right away.
Did you manage to score Metroid Dread Special Edition at all?
No.
I wasn't even. I hadn't even.
Post Sisters can be purchased. The last thing I put was a link to Etsy shop.
Did you want to pin that or?
No.
Okay.
That's where you can get it.
That's fine. Yep. Okay. Nate just put
Actually, I'm
going
going
to
to unpin my last thing.
All right. Put it out in chat where you can get the Post Sisters.
And by the way, if you want to guarantee your question is answered, we can't get to everything. That's what the super chats and everything that can be for.
Anyway, possible Nintendo releases a Pro model. I mean, it's still possible.
I would say it's still possible.
This may end up being the Pro model if the dock can do stuff that with the firmware updates.
I still don't think it makes it the Pro model. It's the same tech underneath. Even if they increase the boost clocks someday, I would say that this is basically right behind me. This thing is like the Nintendo Switch XL. But it's set up in a way that they could release a Pro model with an OLED screen using the same dock, but more power. I think they set it up where the OLED model, or like the OLED model is going to be like what a Switch Pro looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But they might actually put Pro in the logo.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Or it wouldn't be Pro, right? New.
Oh, yes.
A new Nintendo Switch.
XL.
What we have to remember is 3DS XL came out a year before new Nintendo 3DS. So technically what they're doing now doesn't dispel Switch Pro. It actually fits in line with the pattern of how they've done it before. But, say there's no Direct this September, who the hell do we know about patterns with Nintendo?
Yeah,
you know?
Right? Yeah. I mean, we've had a Direct in the beginning of September or for the last how many years?
I can announce this, actually. It's been locked in. It's official.
Oh.
Amore12321 underscore has a question. He says, did I see Skull & Co. grip for Switch OLED? Yes. I did see their grip for Switch OLED. In fact, Skull & Co. and I were talking behind the scenes. I will be officially reviewing Skull & Co.'s grip, case, and Switch OLED supposedly correct sized tempered glass screen protector. It won't be
Nice,
happening
nice.
day one. I will have it day one. It'll be day 2 or day 3. Because day 1 I'm focusing on all the comparisons. And Skull & Co. will get the next day. And they're sending me something else with it to make it where I never have to take off the grip if I don't want to. Because one thing about the grip, and they confirmed this to me, it does not work in the new dock. You can't keep it on and put it in the new dock. Their old grip for the base model Switch, you can still put it in the dock, which was, I think, the only grip that lets you do that.
That's a definite possibility.
But this grip does not work in the dock, but they have a solution to that is not your typical solution. I'm really excited about that too. So they told me they won't tell me exactly everything I'm getting, and maybe there's extras thrown in for giveaways. I don't know. But I did tell them no matter what they send, I refuse to guarantee positive coverage. If it sucks, I'm going to tell you it sucks. I told them flat out, even if you gave me ones to give away. They're not telling me. I can't guarantee there's going to be giveaways for it. What I can say is they won't tell me exactly colors and things they're sending me because they want it to be a surprise. Again, I'm sure the surprise factor of it is to be like, oh, so you don't know what you're reviewing.
Right, yeah.
I'll know it before I make the video. So,
right.
but yeah, and by the way, that's not all I'm doing. Day 1 at GameStop, when I pick up my Switch OLED, if there's grips or other things there, even tempered glass for Switch OLED, I will be picking it up so I can compare what general consumers can walk into a store and buy versus Skull & Co.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see, hey, look, is it really worth ordering online and waiting, or should you just go buy this right away instead? And I'm going to see if these accessories are supposedly, I'm going to say necessary, but greatly enhance the experience. So we'll wait and see with that. Eric, I think we had a super chat pop up.
We did.
What we got?
Wrong scroll. Oh,
I will read it then.
KU2?
Eric is reloading.
KU2?
Still alive for $5 said, do you believe the leak about Final Fantasy IX Remake and Tactics Remaster? You heard about that, right? I did hear about it. I would say it's possible. I don't know that it's going to be to the levels of obviously Final Fantasy VII, but I think they're going to be on a remaster kick for a while because the remasters for all of the remastered remakes, up-resing that they've done for all of them have popped off. We have reached 10:53, a minute past. Let me check my email, see if they got a hold of me. I got to confirm the image.
I know it says it looks like it.
We have confirmed Brandon Groves. Congratulations on your post, sisters.
Nice.
I will be emailing you in a moment, even though you already gave me your shipping info, so I guess I don't have to.
Perfect.
And hey, look, it's in the U.S. The cheapest way I can ship.
Perfect.
I don't really care. I would.
Right, yeah.
We literally have items from going to like Italy.
Yep.
From
we have one going to Italy, one going to Germany.
Yep. One going to Italy, one going to Germany, a bunch going to Canada.
Yep.
Damn Canadians. Who knew I had such a big Canadian audience?
Right? Well, we are in the
technically we're closer to Canada than most of the rest of the U.S.
Oh yeah. Pretty much.
But we're in the U.S.
We're technically Canadians? No, kidding.
I'm about to slap you right now. I
mean,
anyways,
if you ask people from the South,
are you going to stream you picking up the OLED? I don't know yet. So live streams of me going to pick up the OLED. In prior things, I realized I can't really start the stream on my phone until I'm like halfway down the highway because there's just too bad of a connection and it cuts out. But we'll see. I'm debating on launch day, maybe going an hour early, and then that would be a cool stream. We're waiting an hour early outside GameStop to pick it up. So we'll see. It kind of also depends on when they open compared to when my kids go to school. I think ours is open until like noon. So that would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll open at 10 that day. I don't know. I'll have to call and ask them if they're opening up early for the OLED day. Depends on how many pre-orders they have. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna say that's a maybe right now. That I'm gonna stream me picking up. You guys have seen. If you didn't know, I stream me picking up the Xbox Series X. 10. Yep. Okay. So you've seen me stream picking up the Xbox Series X. I mean, I gotta get the system ASAP.
Which I should
anyways.
get mine Saturday. Hey.
Yeah, he's got Series X coming on Saturday. So like, yeah, I'll say this. I'll probably, based on that time, I'll probably go in person and just stream an hour early. Me waiting outside GameStop to pick it up. Mm-hmm. Probably get a copy of Metroid Dread 2 and stuff like that too. I'll try to show you guys what I can of inside the store. you gotta be a little careful. You don't really get in trouble, but they'll be like, "Hey, put your phone away." Maybe I'll wear a shirt where I can like stick you in the pocket, and you can like the camera be pointing forward. The thing is, the one time when I picked up the Series X, the problem is I didn't have my rewards card with me, so they asked for my phone number to look up the rewards card, and my phone number leaked to the whole internet because of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I will make sure my rewards card is with me so I don't have to worry. Oh, they'll be like, "Oh, you're looking for? We could just give me your phone number." No. Here's my rewards card.
Yeah. Nice.
My phone number doesn't work.
Yeah. Which has now been changed.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of weird texts that day and phone calls and people saying they're going to kill my family.
Fun.
Cool.
Why?
I always say, look, you're going to come kill me and kill my kids. Cool. Bring it on.
I mean,
show up at my door and you see what's going to happen. You see what's going to happen. I have like people freaked out about Boogie 2998 who, shouldn't have shot a gun like into the air as a warning shot.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even mentally stable enough to have a gun. It was his roommate's gun. And you don't fire warning shots because you don't know where that warning shot's going to land.
Right.
You could actually kill somebody else.
Right.
But the thing is, unless you like point like straight down to the ground, I guess. But that's not what he did. Here's the thing. You come to my house after threatening my kids. He doesn't have kids. I have children here. It ain't going to be pretty for anyone. I'm probably going to end up in jail. And you're probably coming with me.
Yeah.
If you're still alive. You don't mess with my children. I think, and I know that might sound controversial, but you don't mess with a man's kids. No. What I do on YouTube, they don't even watch my YouTube channel. They're not even allowed to.
Except for
it's
random
so
streams
separate.
That they started that one time. That was...
Well, they weren't watching me. They were watching themselves.
Yeah.
All right.
That was crazy.
All right, yeah. So, yeah. Don't ever show up at my house uninvited. Let me just tell you. I'm not going to say I'm going to instantly react because I don't know who you are. It could be a neighbor showing up. So I might not think anything. But if it's like, oh, this is XX user, and all of a sudden I'm like,
oh, hey. Oh,
hey, no. You die.
You want to borrow my shotgun?
No, because Yulia is the other thing. Yulia, because of her depression, she's not actually allowed to have weapons either. She had a thing happen back with an ex-boyfriend. She didn't shoot anyone. Technically, I think the ex-boyfriend was just a pussy. Basically, I'll just say it. She don't give a shit. He called the cops because she attempted to kick him in the balls and missed. But he still called the cops.
Yep. Fantastic.
He didn't even hit him. And he probably deserved it. I know the guy.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
It had to do, because it's the biological father of my daughter. Probably deserved it. And it was about Melody. And didn't even hit him and called the cops. Anyways, some people just can't handle their shit. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Nathaniel Rumpelpants from Nintendo Prime. You guys are awesome. You can follow my @Ninty Prime on Twitter. Otherwise, Nintendo Prime on Instagram, YouTube, all that jazz. We do have audio versions going up. I've been actually getting most of them up. I think I'm like one away, and then this one. This one will probably go up tomorrow. Maybe it'll go up tonight. We'll see. You can find Eric on Twitter. Where can they find you at?
At emo8790.
And he might respond once in a blue moon.
I might.
He reads it anyways.
I do.
He gets the notification. He's like, oh, let me check that out. Oh, it's just Corey again.
It's just Corey again.
Fuck that guy.
Just Corey.
Oh, it's Sonic Man the best. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I mean...
But if it's like
these guys are assholes.
Like seriously, like, you know, we used them for DMs during
for sure.
like because we've been taking a while to get all the stuff to be able to ship everything from E3. So Eric's been like, people keep DMing me on Twitter. What do I do?
Yeah.
And just send them my way or tell them it'll be soon.
Yeah.
Well, if they have an address change, we need to know that. We did have someone have
yes,
an
we did
address
have
change.
it. We did.
All right, you guys are awesome. Catch you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning to the episode 19 of the Nintendo Prime podcast. The live giveaways tonight obviously will be eliminated from the title here, but thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. We'll catch you next week. Same time next week, basically, for episode 20.
Ooh.
Woo! With another giveaway. Just one. But another giveaway to celebrate the Nintendo Prime podcast in all the right ways. All right, guys. We'll catch you next week. Peace out. Bye! Wish I had ending music. I should have like an ending stream music thing, but I don't.